Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Full Metal Geek. We are here with another debut match. We've been cranking through these, and we are going to continue doing so. Today, we have Lucas versus Harley. This is going to be a great match. We have two competitors here who have some experience in these leagues throughout the general fandom geek sphere, and I'm very excited to see how they're going to do against each other. My co-host for today is not RJ Villarreal Jr. It is actually Caleb Coho, the man from Multiplex. Caleb, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. This is going to be a fantastic match. Both of these people we have seen play before. You can put your booze down there, Harley. But it's going to be a fun one for sure.
Absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to this. Let's get some words from our competitors before we start. Lucas Schildbach. Lucas, how are you feeling coming into this match? What do you think your chances are?
I'm never confident in fandom because I really watch these movies, even though I've had a lot of success playing trivia around them. So I would argue and make the case that my confidence is about medium coming into this match.
Sure, medium confidence. And Harley, is your confidence more or less than medium? How are you feeling?
I'd say just because, unlike Lucas, I do love these movies, and most of the time, if I'm going to rewatch something, it's generally something from this category, especially some of the franchises, just because I love watching more than one movie for a storyline or whatever. But yeah, and I recently people have seen me in Full Metal Geek. Unfortunately, it was an exhibition match against Nico where I demolished him, but it was for charity, so taking it lightly. So this is my actual debut in Full Metal Geek, so I'll take it, and really hoping I can pull out the win and try to be some sort of a factor in this league.
Absolutely. We all do love demolishing Nico for charity. So we are going to start this match here with round one. Here's how it works. It works the same as every single trivia league ever. You have a whiteboard, a piece of paper, and a pen, something to write down on. We're going to ask you 10 questions, each from 10 predetermined randomized categories. A correct answer is worth a point, and an incorrect answer is worth absolutely nothing, unless you can make us laugh, in which case, you get that out of it. You can have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the course of the match. If you do have a perfect round 1, which is 10 perfect points, at the end of that round, you will get a bonus question worth an additional 1 point. If we don't have any other questions, let's just hop right into it.
No bias judging by the king.
No, of course not. Of course not. I can't make my usual joke about sending death threats to Caleb Coho, though. Or maybe I can. We'll see. Your first question, though, in this match is in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek 09, we first see Chris Pine as James Kirk in what type of establishment? And I need my timer. I knew I was forgetting something.
Both of them wrote that down pretty fiercely, so it looks like they've somewhat.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody looks fine. We will go to Harley first.
I went with bar, and then I also wrote nightclub.
All right, and Lucas?
It's a bar.
Both are correct for 1 point.
All right, your next question comes to the category of DC. I love these films. I don't know if anyone else does. What color was the crystal in 1978 Superman that helped create the Fortress of Solitude? I wish I had my own Fortress of Solitude. That sounds pretty great.
Isn't that Caleb's room?
His mom.
Oh, no, sorry, it's not Solitude. Your mom comes into his room.
Yeah, I was about to say,
5,
not on weekends.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lucas, we're coming to you first.
I went with green. Green.
And Harley?
I went with blue, like my hair.
Green is correct. Lucas taking a 1 point lead. All right, your third question, this time in the category of Star Wars. In Solo, a Star Wars story, what does Lando call the black hole in the Maelstrom?
Solo, easily the best Star Wars movie ever to be made, right? 100%.
If it wasn't coming out of your mouth with such sarcasm, I'd actually believe that's a take you had. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. And I've already forgotten who we're going to, so let's go to Harley.
I got blank board.
And Lucas, did you have it?
I haven't seen it since theaters. I said the Equinox.
Ooh, that's a great guess. That is actually a really good guess. We were looking for the Maw.
Oh my god.
The Maw.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense for Star Wars too.
Yeah.
All right, your fourth question comes in my strength of directors and composers.
Yes.
Who directed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? I don't care for this one all that much. It was good the first time. I don't ever go back to it.
Is that because you've only seen it once?
Yeah.
That's
I just
yes,
don't know-
that's what that is.
I just
Like
don't
the
feel like
second
going
time.
back to it.
4, 3,
That was good.
2, 1. Hands down. Lucas, we're coming to you first.
Chris Columbus.
And Harley.
Yeah, Chris Columbus.
Both correct. Harley keeping that 1 point deficit, though, as we go into our next question in the category of MCU. After this one, we'll be halfway through the round. An MCU. In The Avengers, who is the only member of the team that Nick Fury personally visits to recruit after the Tesseract is stolen?
Just rewatched this film. Great movie.
I hate people who say, I don't hate people. I disagree with people who say this movie doesn't age well. The action may not, but the story is still killer.
Very,
5,
very solid.
Can you
4,
repeat that question,
3.
please?
Harley's going to use the first repeat. And your question again in MCU. In The Avengers, who is the only member of the team that Nick Fury personally visits to recruit after the Tesseract is stolen?
It drags slightly towards the end of the second act, like just a little bit, but I still
4,
love it.
3, 2. Yeah, they attack on the helicarriers a little bit. 1. Hands down. Harley, what'd you have?
I know it's wrong. Steve Rogers.
And Lucas.
Captain America.
Both correct.
Oh,
He visits him in the gym.
Great.
All right,
gym
your
scene,
next
by the way.
question comes in the category of Marvel, films outside the MCU. In the opening scene of X-Men 2, Nightcrawler carries out an attack on what government building?
I was meant to say in what government building, but it's fine.
He's not technically attacking the building.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
running-
attacking.
he's running out
That's
the-
my fault. That's my
punching-
typo.
Just
That's my
punching
typo.
the outside of the building.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lucas, what'd you have?
It's the White House.
And Harley.
I went White House in brackets Oval Office.
Yep, both of you are correct. Lucas keeping a 1 point lead here over Harley as we go into our next question in the category of mixed bag. What could it? Oh, that's my typo.
Just
That's my
punching the
typo.
outside of the building.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lucas, what'd you have?
It's the White House.
And Harley.
I went White House in brackets Oval Office.
Yep, both of you are correct. Lucas keeping a 1 point lead here over Harley as we go into our next question in the category of mixed bag. What could it be? Let's find out right now. Which year in the 80s saw the release of films in both the Star Trek and Superman canons?
I love this question.
Yeah, you do.
You know I do.
I'm pretty sure I wrote this question for one of your matches, actually.
Oh, that's great.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Harley, where are you first?
1983.
And Lucas?
82.
The answer was actually 1984.
Oh my god.
84. That would be
Supergirl.
Supergirl and Star Trek
Oh,
3, The
Three,
Search
the
for
Search
Spock.
for Spock.
oh my god, I know that. It came out in 84.
Absolutely love that question. All right,
Good question.
your next question comes in the category of the worlds of DC,
Oh.
formerly known as the DC Extended Universe. Who plays Katana in Suicide Squad? This is Katana. She has my back. I would
I'd
advise
advise
not
not
getting
Killed by her. Her soul traps the souls of its victims.
greatest line of exposition in the DCEU.
Is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We're coming to Lucas first.
I'm sure I butchered the spelling of her last name. It's Rinko Kikuchi.
And Harley?
I went with Margot Robbie.
Both with incorrect answers. It was actually Karen Fukuhara.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So your penultimate question in this round, your 9th question, is in the category of heroes and villains. At the start of Men in Black 3, Boris the Animal escapes a prison that was located where?
Love Men in Black 3.
Uh,
Men
So
in Black
fun.
3 is real good.
It's so good.
The trilogy's good.
2's rough, but yeah,
1 is pretty rough too.
you're not wrong.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Harley, what was your answer?
I said Moon, and I was going to write Stop Beat Hayden.
And Lucas?
I've never seen any of these movies, and I also guessed The Moon.
Both of you are correct. It is the moon.
All right. And since none of you were perfect, your final question of the round comes in the category of Middle Earth. What species does Saruman crossbreed orcs with to create Urukai?
Can I get a technical repeat on
Yep,
that?
you cut out a little bit.
Okay, sure thing. In the category of Middle Earth, what species does Saruman crossbreed orcs with to create Urukai?
I'm actually not completely disappointed by your pronunciation. It's Urukai, but you're real close.
That's so
You're
close.
real close.
So close.
That's a tough one.
It is. I was very nervous looking at it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, please. And Lucas, we're coming to you first.
I'm disappointed in myself in this one. I said elves.
And Harley?
I went with goblins.
Goblins is correct. Crossbreeding orcs with goblin men. All right. So actually, with that point, Caleb can confirm my score, but I have these two tied at the end of round 1, 6-6.
Absolutely. This is a barn burner already out of the first round.
That is great. So, how do we want to do this? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Because Harley, you have played in Full Metal Geek before, even though it was an exhibition match and you won that match, I'm going to say that you were the higher ranked competitor here today. I think that's relatively fair. So Harley, I'm gonna list off your categories for round 2, and then you're gonna choose if you would like to go first or second. Fair enough?
Yep.
All right. So your categories in round 2 are Star Wars, Worlds of DC, Star Trek, MCU, Marvel, Middle Earth, Wizarding World, quotes, and then Heroes Pick and Villains Pick, which is Spinner's and Opponent's Choice. And I should explain round 2 for everybody watching, even though you probably already know. It's a wheel round, so you spin the wheel. If you don't like what you spin, you can spin it. If you don't like what you spin the first time, you can spin again. You have to stick with the second option, and the first one's not to your liking. 5 questions, 2 points apiece. You can go to multiple choice, but then it goes down to 1 point. There is stealing. There we go. I did it. So,
Yay.
I already listed the categories. So, Harley, based on those categories, would you like to go first?
I'm going to be nice and let Lucas go first.
All right, Harley, going to defer to Lucas. I will do ye old screen sharing.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all can see the wheel?
Yep.
Perfect. So, Lucas, your first spin is in.
Yippee.
And it lands on quotes.
Let's spin that again.
Lucas vehemently spinning it again.
Yeah, quotes is always an iffy one.
And it's Villain's Pick.
Ooh.
All
So
right.
Harley will get to pick Lucas's category.
Ouch.
Yeah, no. Can you pull the wheel back up for a second?
I can just read you the categories again,
Okay.
yeah. Your categories again are Star Wars, Worlds of DC, Star Trek, MCU, Marvel, Middle Earth, Wizarding World, and quotes.
Just because you spun away from it, let's go with quotes.
All right, and
All right.
I will give Lucas his questions in quotes because of audio things.
Let's do it.
So Lucas is going to take quotes, and I am stalling at this point to scroll to the right category.
Don't worry.
Can you tell?
I'll edit it out.
All right. So, Lucas, your first question in the category of quotes. In Star Trek Into Darkness, who says, "You should have let me sleep"?
John Harrison.
I will accept that answer.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
I wouldn't
I'm-
think that either.
I'm being goofy, just
Yeah,
really-
no, that's correct. It is Khan,
That's-
but yes,
yeah.
you're correct. At that point, he's still John Harrison. All right, so that's correct for 2 points.
He's always John Harrison to me.
That's fair.
And J.J. Abrams.
Yes. All right, question 2. What popular DC character said, "I'm not wearing hockey pads"?
Batman.
Yeah.
That is correct for another 2 points.
Oh, this is bad.
Your third question. In Doctor Strange, who said, "We never lose our demons. We only learn to live above them"?
Multiple choice. Not 100% confident.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the Ancient One, B, Baron Mordo, C, Christine Palmer, or D, Jonathan Pangborn.
B.
B as in boy?
Yep.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal from Harley.
Can you repeat them just so
Yep.
I can hear which one was B?
Yep, your options were A, the Ancient One,
Okay.
B, Baron Mordo, C, Christine Palmer, or D, Jonathan Pangborn.
The Ancient One.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Back to Lucas. You have 2 more questions in the category of quotes. Who said the following to Bruce Wayne? "Even you got too old to die young, and not for lack of trying."
Good quote.
Alfred Pennyworth.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in this round of quotes. In the Clone Wars movie,
Ooh.
who said, "The desert is merciless. It takes everything from you"?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Anakin Skywalker, B, Obi-Wan Kenobi, C, Ahsoka Tano, or D, Count Dooku.
D.
That is incorrect. Chance for another 1 point steal from Harley.
Anakin Skywalker.
That is correct. It is the Clone Wars version of sand. It's rough and coarse and irritating. 2 more points. So at the end of that round, Lucas puts his total up to 12 points, putting some good separation between him and Harley. And Harley, with those steals, is up to 8 points going into her spin.
Mhm.
I will say, you giving Lucas his questions is like listening to your mom on the phone. It's like a one.
It's a one-way conversation.
Yeah, you can only hear like half of the conversation.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
Harley, we are up for your spin. And it lands on Star Trek.
That's spin again.
All right, gonna use a respin there. And it's Star Wars.
Of course, I'm taking that.
This could be big. This could be big. All right. As I am totally not stalling to find
It should be the very first one. It's the very first one.
Okay, I went the wrong direction. All right, there we go. All right, Harley, your first question in the category of Star Wars. What card game do Han and Lando play in
Schildbach.
Solo? That is correct for 2 points. Who was Luke's gunner during the Battle of Hoth?
Battle of Hoth. Dak.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Dak Johnson.
How many
Ties
years?
the game with that.
How many years did Yoda train Jedi for?
Well, he died when he was basically 900. So for over 800 years, I've trained Jedi.
That is correct.
That is correct. 2 points. Your fourth question. What is Rose's job with the Resistance in The Last Jedi?
Actually, give me multiple choice because I need to hear the specific.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, pilot, B, spy, C, navigator, or D, maintenance worker.
Maintenance worker.
That is correct for a point. And your final question in Star Wars. What is Qui-Gon Jinn's last wish?
His last wish was for Obi-Wan to train Anakin as he is the chosen one. They will see it.
That is
That is
correct,
for 2 points.
Wow, big round.
That brings Harley's total up to 17, a 5-point lead over Lucas's 12.
Oh, thank God for Star Wars.
All right. So with that, we're going to go into round 3, which works like this. There's going to be another wheel. This one will only have 6 categories on it. Those categories are Star Trek, Worlds of DC, DC, Marvel, Middle Earth, and Mixed Bag. All right. You will get a 2, 3, and 5 point question, each determined with a spin of a wheel. You get 1 respin to use throughout the entirety of round 3, so use it wisely. At this point, Harley has 2 repeats. Lucas has 3. And keep in mind, you can get the same category as long as it is for different point values. So it has never happened yet, but feasibly, you could get the same category for all 3 of your questions. It is possible. So, with that being said, if nobody has any other questions, we're going to go into Lucas's 2-point spin. He is down by 5 points. A little bit of ground to make up here for Lucas. 2-point spin, Lucas is in. And it's in Worlds of DC.
Is it 2-pointer correct?
It's a 2-pointer. That is correct.
Are the categories graded by difficulty? Or no?
Yes. So a 2-point question will be easier than a 3-point, which will be
Okay,
easier
cool.
than a 5.
I will stay with Worlds of DC.
Yeah, they're in ascending difficulty.
That's cool. All right, thank you.
Yep. So Worlds of DC. Am I still screen shared? I shouldn't be.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Just
Thank you.
making sure. I don't want to give the questions away. It's happened before.
It's happened to all of us before, so you're good.
Yeah. So, Lucas, your 2-point question in Worlds of DC is thus. Which member of the Justice League brought Superman back to life in the Kryptonian ship?
Oh man.
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
The Flash?
1.
Oh,
Correct for 2 points. Gonna bring
I
your
remember
total
the
up
last
to,
second, the lightning.
Yep, that is correct. You're gonna bring your total up to 14. Now, if you hit your 3-pointer, you will tie Harley.
Let's do it.
Let's pull the wheel back up. All right. Your 3-point spin is in DC. Outside of the Worlds of DC.
You know what? I gotta make sure I get to the 5. So let's stay with DC for now.
All right, gonna stay with that. And I will get your question in DC. Your 3-pointer in DC. In Batman Begins, who plays mob boss Carmine Falcone, who ordered the death of Joe Chill?
Eric Roberts.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Tom Wilkinson.
Oh fuck me.
that is right, yeah.
Oh god. No, you're right. My bad. Fuck me.
All right, maybe a little bit. All right.
Okay.
So now at 14 to 17, hitting this will give you a 2-point lead
All right.
over Harley. We're on to your 5-pointer.
God damn it. All right.
Alrighty, Lucas, your 5-pointer.
Let's do it.
You got Worlds of DC.
Spin it again.
Gonna use your respin for the round. I figured that might be coming. And it's still on Worlds of DC.
Dear God. The wheel hates me. All right. Let's do it.
All right. Wheel luck, seemingly not with Lucas today, but we'll see.
No.
Lucas, Worlds of DC, your 5-point question to take the lead. What was Barry Allen's father in prison for in Justice League?
The murder of his mother.
That is correct for 5 points.
Thank you,
And-
Flash TV too.
Correct for 5 points, and for the lead, currently 19 to 17. They're going to give him a 2-point lead over Harley.
That is big.
That is
was big.
huge. Lucas keeps himself in this match with that answer.
Good job.
Avoiding a technical knockout there.
Yep. All right, Harley. Your 2-point spin is in. And it is in DC. Hitting this would tie Lucas.
Yeah, it's 2 points. Let's do it.
All right.
Keep DC. Caleb will give you your question.
All right, your 2-pointer in the category of DC. What is the profession of the young Jimmy Olsen in Superman?
Isn't he a photographer?
That is correct for 2 points. Tying the
Ties
game.
up the game. Hitting either of your next 2 questions will win the game. Screen sharing is so laborious. All right, Harley. Your 3-point spin to potentially win the game in Star Trek.
3 point. Okay. For 3 points.
Then need an answer in 5, 4.
Let's take a chance and respin.
All right, Harley, using the respin to put it to DC, which was already used.
Oh yeah.
So that's a free respin. Already used for the 3-pointer, I meant.
DC again.
Already used for the 3-pointer. Come on, Will.
Robert, you got to work on the odds on this thing.
Clearly, yeah. In Marvel.
Okay. Come on, Howard the Duck.
I am Marvel. Your 3-pointer in the category of Marvel. Frank fights his way through what kind of building to rescue his allies at the end of Punisher Warzone?
It's an apartment complex.
That
is incorrect.
That is
It
incorrect.
is a hotel.
Hotel.
You're looking for a hotel. Not accept apartment complex, unfortunately.
It all comes down to Harley's 5-point question.
All right. And the respin is already used.
We're tied too, so
yeah. We are currently tied 19-19. And it is in DC.
Okay.
All right, your final question. 5-point question in the category DC. Who voices Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie?
Billy D. Williams.
And your winner, Harley Boric. That is correct for 5 points.
Finally being able to voice both Harvey Dent and Two-Face.
That is correct. A final score of 24-19 might be the highest overall score that we've had of any debuting match yet. Lucas has absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. This was a great match. Let's just get some quick thoughts. First, from our winner today, Harley, nearly going perfect in Star Wars, getting every question correct. Had to go to multiple choice once there, but a stellar round 2. And then you got some good categories that you liked there in the final round. How you feeling right now?
I'm actually ecstatic. I'm so happy I won. Nothing against Lucas. That was a hell of a match. That was a good match. You did really well in quotes there for round 2. So massive props on there for Villain's Choice. I know. I'm so happy I won. Robert, when I was doing the testing to get into Full Metal Geek, I told you how much I wanted to kind of be a factor and prove myself in the geek world when it comes to trivia and everything like that. And yeah, I almost went fully perfect for Star Wars there. Just sometimes you got to be a little careful about the wording on what the judges kind of expect for what it is. So I just multiple choice there was kind of. I'd rather go multiple choice to get 1 point than say something wrong and lose the points and possibly a steal. But I'm just so happy that I won. And once again, nothing against Lucas. Thank you, Lucas, for showing up and competing. It's just like with my final question in round 3 there, it was a bit of a safety net that we were tied. So the worst that would happen would be sudden death. So I had a little bit of confidence going to that, but it's Billy D. Williams.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
The other side of the pillow.
Very, very good round 2 there. Pretty solid round 1 as well for debuting players. 6 is nothing to scoff at either. And then you had some good luck there in that 3rd round. So congratulations on your win today.
Thank you.
We'll now go over to Lucas. Man, Lucas, we've seen it before, and that wheel just did not seem to be your friend in that last round.
It
Let's
was
go
not my friend in the 2nd round either. But yeah, no, it sucks to lose. Honestly, I'm less pissed about losing and more pissed about Eric Roberts, which was just me jumping the gun on something. Obviously, Tom Wilkinson, that the minute you kill him, like, fuck, it's one of those moments when you say the words and the next second you realize you're wrong. Props to Harley. Great match. Hard to beat someone who plays that well.
Absolutely. And Eric Roberts, not just a random guess. Obviously, that is the mob boss from
the other
Dark
one.
Knight.
Yeah.
Just not quite the right character from Batman Begins. But with 19 points, I think so far that is the highest scoring loss by any debuting player.
Small cancellation for us.
So definitely, hopefully that this will not be the last we see of you in Full Metal Geek. You clearly are a great player. Just had a little bit of rotten luck today, but I hope you bounce back, and I hope to see you soon.
I appreciate the thoughts. Thank you, Robert.
Absolutely. So, Caleb, what do you think of this match? How do you think that last round was tense to the final question? We have not often had Full Metal Geek matches go down to the final question, but this one was one of them. This is a barn burner.
Absolutely. It was a phenomenal performance from both competitors. It just came down to really just the luck of the game and the luck of the wheel. And the luck of the wheel was just not on Lucas's side today. But he played a phenomenal game. He has nothing to hang his head about. And Harley played a great game as well, clearly getting her strength to Star Wars and just sweeping it. So it was a great match from both of them.
Absolutely, yeah. So with that, I'm just going to sign off here from everybody at Full Metal Geek. Thank you all very much for watching. We had a double header this week, and make sure you join us next week. Every Friday, we post Full Metal Geek matches. We're still going through our debuting players, and so far, if this one is anything to show for them, they're all pretty awesome. So make sure you check out the rest of our videos. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff you're supposed to do at the end of the YouTube videos. Join the Full Metal Media Facebook page, and of course, make sure you send all death threats to @multiplexyt on Twitter. So thank you all for joining us here today, and we will see you next time.